Moldavite Elixir, bring your ascension to the next level. Hi, my name is Jennifer. My channel is Energy Blessings Elixirs. I'm a certified flower essence practitioner. I also make gem elixirs. It's a very similar process, but using crystals. Well, if you love crystals at all, I know that you've heard of Moldavite, but just in case you haven't, Moldavite is a green tektite. It is an impact glass that is found primarily in Czechoslovakia, in that region, and it is believed to be from a meteor impact. There are different tektites, black Tibetan tektite, Libyan glass, just to name a few. But this one is the most famous in terms of having an extremely high vibration rate. There are 12 synergy stones that are reputed to help with the ascension process, Moldavite being one of them. Now, if you have worked with Moldavite before, you may have experienced something called a Moldavite Flesh. That is the experience of holding it and feeling a flush sensation going through you, and it is the feeling of the heart chakra opening. This is a beautiful green stone. Usually it's almost like a bottle green, and it kind of looks a little bit like melted glass. You're going to see different shapes, you're going to see slightly different colors, and they're not currently mining Moldavite. So it's becoming more in demand and a little more rare. Whether that'll change or not at the time of recording this, it's becoming a little harder to find, and there's a lot of fake Moldavite. I'm going to have a link in the description that will talk about how you can spot real Moldavite against fake Moldavite from another channel. What I want to talk to you about is the idea of this being a stone of transformation and a stone of ascension. The energy of the planet is changing. It's getting much higher. We see a lot of upheaval in the world right now, a lot of chaotic energies as the vibration of the planet is getting higher and our own individual vibrations are getting higher. Working with Moldavite is wonderful because it can increase your experience of synchronicities. As your vibration gets higher, you may find your perception changing. You may have a paradigm shift. You may find that your job changes, your friends fall away and new ones come. You may end up in a new relationship. You may experience things differently. And while this can be a little chaotic, when you come out the other side, things are better. And the elixir is a little bit like that as well. My own experience with this was taking this. Sometimes I felt fine. Other times, things from the past would come up. Ultimately, my viewpoint of a karmic relationship I had had shifted to seeing that this was merely a lesson rather than someone I could end up with. That was a huge shift for me. I became more interested in my healing than the healing in that relationship. It can certainly bring up some emotions. And one thing you have to realize with essences and with elixirs, when things are coming up, they're coming up to be released. They're not coming up to torture you. They are coming up to give you a chance to perhaps examine it and then let it go. As it's coming to the surface, it's literally just going to be processed and let go. It can also activate 12-strand DNA and help put us back to the etheric blueprint. This can be powerful chakra healing, specifically for the heart chakra. Now, you can even pair this stone with other stones to create different effects or amplification. With the elixir that I have, I also offer some different pairings, and I bet as time goes on I'll be offering even more. At the time of recording this, I typically offer Herkimer Diamond, which is a type of quartz, as an amplifier. I charge essences with this, but particularly when you pair it with Moldavite, it greatly amplifies the Moldavite. Now, Black tourmaline is very grounding. It absorbs negative energies, and it has a powerful pairing with Moldavite as well. Can help you ground and intensify the energy that way. Again, a warning that this is never for the faint of heart. If you want a gentle essence or elixir, if you're not looking for an intense ride or open to a potentially intense ride, you really want to try other essences and elixirs first. This can give you some powerful growth, but as I said, it can be a little chaotic. So just be aware of that. My suggestion when taking the elixir is to take a few drops once a day only. Take it for a period of time, and if things are coming up too much or you just think that you want to take a break for a bit, and you can restart it later. It's actually very personal because everyone's journey is so different with it. Other essences to consider pairing with is scolecite. The Crystal Council says pairing Moldavite with scolecite is going to be like shedding a snake skin. It's very transformative. Something else you might want to add to Moldavite. Black Tibetan Tiktite, another synergy stone like scolecite, gives you some powerful grounding and can be very good if you are trying to astral project or meditate. Another essence to consider adding. Rose quartz can gentle down the Moldavite, in my opinion. Gives you a lot of self-love paired with the Moldavite. Something else that you can add. I'd love to hear your experiences working with Moldavite, whether you have used it in an elixir before format. If you're just generally working with the stone as well, feel free to comment. Or if you have tried my elixir, I would love to hear your feedback. And I hope you've enjoyed a little information about the elixir version of this. If that's something that interests you, check out my description for links. I do sell it, of course. I'll be back with more information in the days to come, looking at essences, elixirs, and perhaps some healing audios. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.